If you're looking for a free DAW or digital audio workstation, you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to be looking at 10 of the best free DAWs available in late 2019. Plus, I have 3 bonus DAWs that I'll mention near the end of this video. You're going to have to stick around to see why they're considered bonuses. So altogether, that's 13 free DAWs mentioned in this video. And this free music making software can really help with your home studio music production. Welcome to Simple Green Tech. I'm Radio Zane, and on this channel, I do audio tech tips, tutorials, and reviews to help you unleash your creativity. Now, this video is full of free DAW software, as I'm looking at 10 of the best free DAWs available in late 2019. Plus, I have 3 bonuses that I'm going to be mentioning near the end of the video, so be sure to stick around for those. If you're a beginner looking for free audio production software, or maybe you've been using digital audio workstations for a while, you should be able to find a free DAW from this video that will fit your style and your needs. Now, all of the free DAWs mentioned in this video are linked in the description below, so you can head down there and easily check them all out whenever you like. Now let's jump into the music making software list. But before I start, I just want to say that this list is in no specific order, so it's not worst to best or best to worst. It's just a list, and I had to put it in some order. First up, we have Cakewalk by Bandlab. This one is very popular, and for good reason. It actually used to be a paid-for premium digital audio workstation, but before it became a free DAW, it was known as Sonar Platinum. It doesn't have any limitations. You can have unlimited audio, MIDI, instrument, and auxiliary tracks in all of your projects, and you also get some decent effects plugins included with Cakewalk, along with an interesting channel strip that has some cool tape emulation and saturation effects. Home studio guitar players may like the included guitar amp simulator called TH3, and you also get some free virtual instruments with Cakewalk. A bass guitar instrument, a drum kit, a piano, and a string instrument. They all have some decent presets that cover a variety of styles of music. Cakewalk by Bandlab gives you everything you need to start making beats and doing music production inside the box. You are required to download the Bandlab software in order to install Cakewalk, but that's a very small price to pay for the audio production software that you're getting for free. At the time of recording this video, it's only available on Windows 7 and up. There's no Mac or Linux version available. The next free DAW that we'll look at is Tracktion T7. And this is another one that used to be a paid-for premium digital audio workstation. Tracktion made it a free DAW for everyone in late 2018. And this is another free audio production program that doesn't have any limitations. You can have unlimited tracks, including MIDI and audio, and you don't get as many free plugins with Tracktion T7, but the ones that it does come with are really decent. You will want to download some third-party plugins, especially if you're going to be using virtual instruments. There are a ton of free plugins out there, so that's not a huge deal breaker with this free DAW. Now, one of the things that you may either love or hate is the interface and layout of Tracktion T7. Everything is laid out on one screen. There isn't a separate screen for the mixer or the piano roll or anything like that. You can access it all right from the main screen. And it didn't take long for me to catch on to this layout, and I actually really like the workflow. I find that the Tracktion T7 interface doesn't get in the way of making music. Tracktion T7 is available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. Next up is music production software that was recommended to me quite a few times in my last free DAW video. It's LMMS. This is a lot like FL Studio. It's very easy to start making music in LMMS as long as you plan on working inside the box, meaning you don't plan on recording instruments too much. You're just going to be using virtual instruments for your music production, as LMMS does not allow you to record audio into it. You can record audio in another program and bring it into LMMS, so you're not completely limited to virtual instruments. This is an open source digital audio workstation that is completely driven by its community. I'm sure as LMMS continues to grow, it's going to be adding more and more features, including audio recording one day. Now, I'm not promising that, I just assume they're going to be adding it one day. Now, LMMS does come with some instruments and effects plugins, but you will want to add some third-party plugins to give you more variety. You can actually use your computer keyboard to control instruments if you don't have a MIDI keyboard yet, and of course you can use a MIDI controller if you have one. Plus, you can edit all of your MIDI in the piano roll. It's very easy to do. This digital audio workstation is available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. Continuing on in the best free DAW list, we have a classic. This one is Audacity. This free DAW has been around for a long time and has always been free. They continue to update it and add new features, as well as get rid of any bugs that may exist. So just because it's free doesn't mean that it's ignored. Audacity has been a great choice for streamers, gamers, podcasters, and other content creators, as it's an extremely solid piece of audio recording software. It will allow you to record multi-tracks, so you can record something and then use that as a backing track and record another instrument or another part to a new track. But if you do plan on using virtual instruments at all, you will need to look elsewhere, as Audacity does not have MIDI capabilities as of right now. But if you want a no-nonsense digital audio workstation and just want to record audio in or use loops, you may want to give Audacity a try. It's available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. The next free digital audio workstation on the list is Presonus Studio One Prime. This is the free version of the very popular DAW Studio One. And here's what you'll get with the free Presonus Studio One Prime. You get unlimited tracks, 9 basic effects plugins, Presence XT synth plugin, a guitar amp simulator, plus you get almost 1 gigabyte of loops and samples that will get you started creating music right away. The interface and workflow are decent, and once you figure it out, you'll realize that you can make music pretty quickly with using Studio One Prime. One of the biggest limitations of Presonus Studio One Prime is that you can't add third-party effects or instruments. You'll have to either upgrade to the artist version and get the VST add-on, or go with the full professional version. And at the time of recording this, Presonus Studio One Prime is available for Windows and Mac. Alright, we're now at 6 out of 10 on the best free DAW list, plus I still have those 3 bonus DAWs that I'll be mentioning near the end of the video. And I just want to say, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this one. Now on to number 6, it's Pro Tools first. Pro Tools has been known as the industry standard for music making software. That is starting to change now, but you're still going to find it in pretty much every pro studio, and Pro Tools First is the free version of Pro Tools. So with Pro Tools First, you get the same user interface and workflow that the pros use, and if you ever plan on working in a pro studio one day, learning on this will really help you, as you'll likely encounter it almost everywhere. There are some limitations in Pro Tools First. You can only have 16 audio tracks in a project, which actually is quite a bit anyway, and you can only record a maximum of 4 inputs at any one time. You can save unlimited projects locally on your computer, and you can have 3 projects saved in the cloud at any time. This is kind of cool if you use multiple computers, like you have a laptop on the go and a desktop at home as your main, as this will allow you to edit on the go. Pro Tools First does come with some great plugins, and the Expand 2 instrument that you get with it is great for starting out. But if you do want to add any third-party plugins, you're going to have to purchase them directly from the Avid plugin store. You can't add your own third-party plugins even if you purchase them from somewhere else. However, if you purchase an M Audio product or a Focusrite product, and I think there's some other hardware if you purchase from, you get a special edition that will include some extra plugins with it. Now, I know the M Audio edition includes several effects plugins and several instrument plugins, plus you get the 11 guitar amp simulator, which is pretty nice. Pro Tools First can be downloaded for Windows and Mac. Moving on in the list of the best free DAWs, we have a Mac-only DAW. This is GarageBand. This comes with everything you need to start creating music either in the box or recording real instruments into your Mac. You get a large library of loops, instruments, and effects with presets covering many different styles of music. You can work in iCloud, so your projects will be saved across multiple computers. And you can even start a song on the free iPhone or iPad app, then import it into your computer to take your music production even further. If you are on a Mac and you're just getting started into home studio music production, this one should be a no-brainer for you to download. The next free DAW on the list is another one that was recommended to me numerous times in my last video. This one is Soundbridge. This free digital audio workstation focuses on simplicity. They wanted to create a DAW that is full-featured and easy to use. The channel strip has many presets, and you can also add third-party plugins for more variety. The free Rhythmix drum machine plugin is incredible and probably the best free drum machine plugin out there. You get the MPC style pads that you can load all of your sounds into and edit however you like. Plus, you can also use it like a sequencer. If you're looking for that MPC style plugin to make your beats or program drums with, then Soundbridge and the Rhythmix is a must download for you. It's available on both Windows and Mac. Next, we'll look at one of the first free DAWs that I personally used. It's Magix Music Maker Free. This one's been around for quite a while and provides you with an easy-to-use interface that will have you making music quickly, even if you don't have a musical background. If you're new to making music, Magix Music Maker Free might be the choice for you. It comes with 4 sound pools and 3 instruments. Sound pools are like loop packs, and each one has a particular style and sound, so all the loops in that sound pool will work together easily. Plus, you can mix and match loops from the sound pools. I find that Magix Music Maker is a pretty easy program to learn, and you get basic effects plugins, plus a guitar amp simulator. And another plus is the instruments that Magix Music Maker Free comes with. They actually sound pretty decent. Magix Music Maker Free can be a great way to start learning to make music and recording MIDI or audio on your computer. It does have some track limitations, and it doesn't allow you to use third-party plugins. You'll have to upgrade your version for that. And if you do upgrade your version, you also open up many more sound pools and instruments and other features too. Magix Music Maker Free is only available for Windows. Now on to the final DAW on the 10 of the best free DAW list. Plus, remember, I still have those 3 bonus DAWs that I'll be mentioning later, so stick around for that. But right now, we have Bandlab. This is a very interesting option, as it's a 100% free online DAW. There are no additional options to unlock or pay for. Everything is free with this. And you get to work in the cloud with unlimited projects, unlimited storage, and unlimited downloads of sounds and tracks. You can choose to work with hundreds of virtual instruments and thousands of loops, or you can connect your audio interface and record your voice or instruments straight into the cloud. You can also bring in your own pre-recorded audio if you want to. This is a decent free DAW from Bandlab. Yes, the very same Bandlab that's giving you Cakewalk. They're really giving musicians some great tools to work with. You can use Bandlab's online DAW on Windows, Mac, iOS, Android, and Chromebooks. This might actually be the only DAW that works with Chromebooks. Alright, we're now on to the 3 bonus DAWs, and the first one is the very popular Reaper. It's technically not free, and that's why it's a bonus option. You can download the demo of Reaper and use it for free as long as you like, and there's no limitations in the demo. It's actually the full software. The only thing is that there's a 5-second delay before you can start a project or go into a project when you first load Reaper up. But if you do decide to download it and you enjoy using Reaper, please show them some support by purchasing a license. It's only like $60, and it will help them to continue making this great software. Also, if you plan on using Reaper commercially, you must purchase a commercial license. Reaper is a full-featured DAW with no limitations. The only limitations are what your audio interface can handle and what your computer can handle. So unlimited audio and MIDI tracks with an unlimited number of tracks recorded at the same time. Reaper comes with a large collection of decent effects plugins, plus you can add all of your own third-party plugins in Reaper as well. Another cool thing about Reaper is you can even run it from a portable USB drive if you want. Personally, I think Reaper is a great alternative to Pro Tools, and as of right now, you can get Reaper for Windows or Mac, plus there are some experimental builds for Linux. The next bonus DAW is Ardour. This one is free if you download the source code and compile it yourself, which can be a huge pain. It also comes free with some Linux distributions. So technically it is a free DAW. However, if you want to use Ardour without having to compile it yourself, you can pay as little as $1 to get it, which is extremely reasonable. Ardour has no limitations, unlimited tracks, buses, sends, inserts, or whatever. It also has a pretty advanced routing system, if that's something you're in need of. It does come with a handful of plugins, but you can bring in your third-party plugins too. The interface is similar to the Pro Tools style, but it does have its own Ardour twist. If you're looking for that familiar layout, editing, and mixing style, then you might want to give Ardour a try. Ardour is available on Windows, Mac, and Linux. The final free DAW on the list is Ableton Live Lite. This is a free DAW that comes with pretty much every piece of audio hardware you can buy, so you do have to purchase something to get it, but chances are if you purchase an audio interface or MIDI controller or even some microphones, you're going to get Ableton Live Lite. It comes with the same workflows, instruments, and effects as the standard version of Live. However, you can only have up to 8 audio and MIDI tracks. This is still manageable for creating music. You can use Ableton Live Lite like a traditional DAW and record and edit on a linear timeline, or you can start to build songs using the session view. The instruments and effects that it comes with are great, but you can also add your third-party plugins to Ableton Live Lite too. If you've been interested in using Live but you don't want to spend the money right away to buy it, give Ableton Live Lite a try and start to get used to this software. Then when you're ready to buy it, you're going to be a pro on it. Ableton Live Lite is available for both Windows and Mac. Click up here to see my audio recording software playlist, or click down here to see what YouTube recommends you to watch next. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more videos from me. For Simple Green Tech, I'm Radio Zane, and we'll talk soon.